saying the environment has to be
What we're saying is have a heart.
We've got to be able to regenerate our
There'll
economy.
be people who are kind, people who are cruel, but that's life. You can be bitter about things. I'm fine with that.
Welcome back. Statistics show that 6 out of 10 adult Singaporeans eat out at least 4 times a week. Often they would go to hawker centres apart from the restaurants. So I want to look at now the subject of hawker food. How healthy is it? Because it's an option that we cannot avoid. I think that it's part of our lifestyle, but it's also an economically feasible way of having our food. So if we look at hawker food, a common complaint is that it's unhealthy. But is it really?
I think you have to look at to see what the options are. I mean, if you're going to be taking all the fried foods and deep fried foods, then of course that may not be the best option. But then there are things that you can eat which you can help you get some nutrition as well. Okay, so some of the noodle soups or some of the things which have got yong tau fu or things like that. They've got some nutrition there.
You can even ask for brown rice rather than
Yes,
white
yeah,
rice.
you can
And even
do
ask
that,
for
yeah.
more vegetables.
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel Health Promotion Board has really done a lot compared to the other countries.
They have a campaign which
Yeah.
is quite
and
effective.
it's really working because when
Yeah.
we see when we do talk to people, I think there is at least a choice for them. It's whether you want to choose it,
Yeah.
You can go for a char kway teow or you can eat a brown rice with an economical set meal. It's up to you.
Yeah.
I don't think you still want, even I myself as a nutritionist or dietitian, I eat char kway teow. I crave for it. But it should not be a everyday food. It should be a once in a while
Yeah.
food. Because I always believe in quantity, quality and frequency.
Yeah.
So you can eat everything as long
Yeah.
as you keep up with the quantity,
Yeah.
choose the right quality and how frequently
But-
you eat it.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the problem with hawker food? Is it the type of food they eat or is it the caloric intake?
I think it's the caloric intake.
Okay.
And some of the things I feel the portion sizes are quite it's a lot,
But don't you think that the most important part is what is in the food,
Yeah.
Because you may think that this yong tau fu is very healthy, but the amount of MSG they put into it.
It's actually a lot of processed
Even where the food is prepared.
Not all yong tau fu is.
Yeah,
is
so
I have to kind of qualify
to
that.
me, I think our authorities should actually
Sodium is
check,
high.
check where these food were made and what really goes into the food.
I think one thing I want to bring up in hawker food is the use of styrofoam containers and the plastic containers.
And the putting soups in hot plastic
Hot,
bags.
yeah.
Now what does that do?
I think the biggest concern is phthalates, which is kind of a chemical that has been shown to be actually linked to obesity. And there are studies.
What do you call them?
Phthalates.
Phthalates.
It starts with P-T-H-A-L-A-T.
Phthalates.
Yeah,
is it?
phthalates.
Okay.
So that is one of.
So what is
group
that
of
now?
chemicals.
Does that get released with heat?
Yeah, so it's part of. So that's what you have, this phthalates or bisphenol. You have the BPA-free
Bisphenol,
bottles.
yes.
Bisphenol,
Yeah.
So that's kind of the BPA-free stuff, and you have phthalates
That
and
comes
BPA.
from plastic.
That comes from
bags.
plastic
That's
when it's
with
heated to a
heat,
certain degree.
get
So if you
those
look at
cells,
And what
the,
does that do?
it has been shown to be linked with obesity. It has been shown to be linked with certain types of cancers.
Is there no control, government regulation that you cannot use those that cannot take heat?
I mean, for children, for example, now you have all these BPA-free and phthalate-free containers, and
Yeah.
I guess we really take care of. But we somehow are not very careful about ourselves, but we are more careful about the little kids. I think there are certain. I'm not very sure about the classification, but if you see the back of most of these food containers, there's a label saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there are certain types which are approved for food use. So check it out.
Kenneth, you will remember Singapore built one of our biggest factory to manufacture polystyrene containers. And when the developed countries were reducing the use of polystyrene, we were promoting it. Don't you remember?
Yeah, we're still using polystyrene.
Yeah,
What's
we
wrong
are
with
still.
that?
So this is exactly the point. So when
No,
you
but
say
we're talking about
when you
plastic.
say that Health Promotion Board is doing a very good job, I think they're not doing a totally good job, because that is one of the most dangerous things.
The plastic comes under ABA.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah.
Wait. I'm also told that lead is found in drinks. 85% of beverages marketed contain dangerous levels of lead. And a study has found that the majority of our exposure to dangerous synthetic hormones, namely bisphenol A, is found in canned foods, whether they are organic or not. 90%, 92% of canned foods have BPA, bisphenol A.
Scary.
What does that do?
I think it's been linked with obesity. So it's been found, although it's kind of a two-way street in which BPA attracted to fat, so it may be that fat people store more BPA and therefore that link. But it has been also shown in some prospective studies to be associated with obesity, and some kind of individuals are saying that it may be linked to cancer, but I'm not aware of really kind of studies that are maybe, but I think the use of BPA has risen over the past few decades, so we may see the results coming in over the next decade or so, or in a few years.
And it's just about the amount of BPA as well. I mean, you don't get a BPA, but what's the safe level? Is there a safe level?
Yeah.
So parents, I hope we've scared you enough. Feed your children good food.
Yeah.